WrestleMania 35 predictions. The childhood dream of a lot of these superstars could come true. I mean, Kofi over here, we have 11 years in the making. He's going in there against Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. For the first time in WrestleMania history, the women will be main eventing the pay-per-view. Kurt Angle, the last match, the go-home retirement match. Out of all people, man, I still can't believe it. AJ Styles. See, my question is like, when you're making this kind of money, AJ, how do you miss the rent? The tenant or the landlord over there, Randy Orton. Apparently he's coming over there to collect. And Roman Reigns, his first actual match as an individual, right? We had the Shield match last pay-per-view, but we're going to find out if the ring rust is there against Drew McIntyre. Demon? Yeah, he's bringing the Demon. Balor over there, he says, I got to bring some. I don't know why you would, man. I mean, come on. Why don't you bring it with Brock? Why? What, right, Brock? Out of all you need that kind of character to, overcome the beast. And will Rollins do that? Jeez, man, we got a lot of questions, and we'll try to answer them best we can. New Jersey, I don't know if they're going to get it. I'm sure they will, because the one thing he did say is that he's going to go into Suplex City and burn it down. Let's get into this match card, you guys. This has got to be my least favorite from the card, and I'm not saying they're going to put on a good match. What I'm saying here is that I didn't want to see Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, because any superstar that was going to get back into the ring, for Roman Reigns' WrestleMania match, they're not going to go in there and win. That's a guarantee right now. You have 100%, 125% that there is no way that any superstar would have gone in there and picked up a win over Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, dude, on the come up, back on the come up, and Drew McIntyre back on the downslope. All that work, dude, for what? To take a loss at WrestleMania. And I'm sure it will be a close bout. I mean, for some crazy reason, if Drew McIntyre ends up winning this, it's going to have to be either because of count out, or, it's not going to be by submission or by pin. That's a for sure thing, but going to have to go with Roman Reigns picking up the win on this one. Now, here's one match that might actually change. As of right now, it is still Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe for the U.S. title, but he did suffer an injury, so in the works as of right now, the next candidate is Andrade. If it is Rey Mysterio, I got to go with Ray. You go back, you think about his return. As far as accomplishments, really nothing no big thing that has stood out for Rey Mysterio's comeback, and the guy kind of deserves it. I mean, the way that he still moves in the ring, I think they need to put some kind of gold on him. If it is Andrade, I still got to say I got to pick Andrade with this, going in there and capturing the U.S. title. And I don't want to take anything away from Joe, because he also does deserve, him being champion. But Andrade, man, one of the hardest working dudes over there on SmackDown right now. So either or, I got to go with either Ray or Andrade on this one for sure. I see where they're going with this. If you go back about a year ago, Randy Orton was talking all that smack about how he hates, high flyers. And AJ Styles, he kind of stands behind that. He's kind of been the superstar that has kind of represented like the whole new style of what indie wrestling was doing, bringing over here to WWE. And Orton, he's that one dude. He's been with the company forever, man. And, since he's not in any kind of like title match, I think one thing they just kind of want to give him in return. And AJ Styles, look, rightfully so, he should be in some kind of title match as well, but there's just so much going on, and they're trying to give new superstars, Kofi Kingston, an opportunity to kind of shine on the grand show of it all. But Randy Orton, yeah, there's no way that they're going to put AJ Styles over Orton. Vinnie Mac, dude, he hates indie wrestling. He hates AEW. He doesn't hate AJ. He loves AJ. He really likes what he's done with the company and the whole new style that he's brought to the ring. But ultimately, I'm going to go with Orton on this one. Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley for the IC title, and it's not just going to be Finn. It's not going to be the guy. It's not going to be the man. It's going to be the Demon, right? We saw the promo at the end of Raw confirming all the posters even weeks prior that Finn Balor was going to bring the character out to kind of conquer. Why? What does he need to conquer? I think whether it's the Demon, whether it's just regular, Finn Balor attire, whatever. Come on, dude. Why did he even lose the title? this was kind of one of the most pointless scenarios. Like, why is he losing the title, a month prior to WrestleMania, just to go back in there and compete for it again? Why? Well, they want to crown the Demon. They want to crown Finn Balor as the Demon at WrestleMania, just to kind of be like, WWE Universe, I know how much you guys hate us for him getting smashed against Lesnar. So, are you guys happy now? Are you guys happy that No, I'm not. I still want to see him back. If it's not Universal title, draft him. Sure. Do that whole superstar shakeup, send him over to SmackDown, and give him a chance at the big one, right? Give him a WWE title, right? Him and Kofi Kingston. Ooh, now that's a scenario. But yes, Finn Balor winning the IC title. Over 2 decades of Olympic gold medalist greatness coming to an end. And I know when we did the collection video on Angle, I was kind of saying, oh, come on, man, I want to see. The more matches that I've seen of him as of late, I can see that I understand now the reason why that's it. He's very rusty, man. I mean, his angle slam ain't what it used to be. And, with age that's just kind of what comes with age, bro. You're going to get rusty. You're going to lose the words to say, when you're doing the filming in the video. Hero figs. And Baron Corbin, who better else? I mean, out of all those superstars that they did announce, I kind of see why they didn't put in John Cena or why they didn't put in Shelton Benjamin. They kind of wanted to say they blamed Baron Corbin, the reason for the ratings. Why not throwing him in there against Kurt Angle to take the loss at Mania? And it's gonna be a quick one, dude. It's gonna be like 2-3 minutes at most. It could be an angle slam, ankle lock, tap, 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 and I think someone else will eventually come out. One of those other superstars that were mentioned of the whole him, having the final match with, and I think it'll be another match following. Who knows? It's just a thought, an idea, but Kurt Angle, easy 2 to 3 minute win against Baron Corbin. This one was just put together as of Tuesday night. It's a fatal 4-way for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And I'm not going to take anything away from Nakamura or Rusev or The Bar for that matter. But if you guys, you recall, right? Superstar shakeup is happening after Mania. The one superstars that have been hopping around on Raw, on SmackDown, even on NXT. Hero fakes, why are they holding the NXT titles? Dude, NXT TakeOver night before. If you guys did miss the predictions on that, go on my WrestleMania action figure setup. This is kind of what I foresee happening, right? Multi-branded, multi-tag team champions. Yes. I mean, look, Revival, down, right? The Bar, down. So many so many tag teams in both brands, both divisions. These two right here, Aleister Black and Ricochet, they've just gone around the entire, and who knows, maybe even the Raw Tag Team Champion. That'd be kind of cool. Obviously, there's no plans. Right now, the plans is, and they haven't confirmed the actual match, is Revival versus the Broskis, right? Zack Ryder, they won't even go together. But you get the idea. Both of them right here with the SmackDown, with the NXT championships. What better way to start a superstar shakeup? And since they are doing that whole thing too with the women's, how they're kind of doing for the main event, it's going to be both titles will be on the line, the Raw, the SmackDown. So they're going to be tossing the belts around with the whole shakeup. I think one thing that might also derive from all this, whole mixture of the superstars being shifted over to different brands is just getting rid of the dual branded just in general, because it's been taken out once. History always repeats itself. It's going to happen again. But Aleister Black right here and Ricochet winning the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Falls count anywhere. Shane McMahon versus The Miz, and this will be all over the place in the crowd by the entrance stage. He can pin him here. He can pin him there. He can pin him at your granny's house. Of course, he'd have to go through the woods first, go through the big bad wolf. Shane McMahon, is he going to beat The Miz? Nah, I don't see it. Shane is kind of one of those guys where he comes, to like top pay-per-views, SummerSlam. So whatever situation, Vince McMahon wants to put his son in, he'll rightfully do so, and he's going to do it up against a big name, yeah, Miz, yeah, I would still consider, he was one of the best. Like, when you say mic skills, like WWE mic skills, this is who comes to mind in the top 3 for sure. And also his in-ring ability. But regardless, Shane, he's going to take I think he'll go off like the rafters. He'll go up by the entrance stage. He'll kind of pull like one of his old moves, like 50 feet plus in the air. He'll go dive off. Miz will move at the last second, right? Here comes Shane O'Mac. Watch out, bro. No, I ain't taking that bump. 1, 2, 3. Miz picks up the win. Kofi Mania getting his title opportunity, and I'm sure his brothers will be there. Xavier Woods and Big E, they'll be at ringside, and that kind of goes the same for Eric Rowe. I don't think they'll be in there for the entire match, though. I think there'll be interference, and the referee will be like, get out of here. Oh, you can't be in here. This is not right. There's got to be a one-on-one, and they want to give Kofi Kingston the spotlight. And this is the way to do it, right? Get rid of everybody outside the ring. Truly concentrate and focus as to what the mission is here. And what's the mission? Him becoming WWE champion. The underdog story. Kind of, you go back 3 years, right? Daniel Bryan was 2 years. It was several years back where Daniel Bryan was the B-plus player. We have a new B-plus player, and guess what happened last time? And this is what he said on SmackDown, too. He says, you know where you go from here, man. You've been in this situation, so you know exactly where my next step is, and this is going to happen, bro. This is going to be clear as day, and if it doesn't, Kofi Mania to that whole stadium, New Jersey, dude. You know, they might be burning it down over there with the Seth Rollins against Lesnar match, but they're going to be burning it down if Kofi Mania doesn't pick up the win. But yes, Kofi right here winning the WWE title. The Andre the Giant Battle Royale. Some of the superstars, there actually 29 superstars have been announced. And these are the ones right here that stood out to me the most from winning it all. Shelton Benjamin, he was the one superstar. Out of all those, potential Kurt Angle final matches, Benjamin was that. Over here, Apollo, they've kind of been teasing him actually winning. Now, we know that last year, Matt Hardy, he won it. Was it last year or was it the year before? Matt Hardy has won the Andre the Giant Memorial. And, I think it'd be cool if he'd be like one of the last competitors in the ring just to kind of be like, is it going to happen again? Is he going to be a two-time, Andre the Giant winner? Braun Strowman, he is going to eliminate a lot of people, but he's going to be eliminated by the SNL characters. It's going to be so dumb, bro, because they're actually in the Battle Royale as well. So I think Jeff Hardy, I think also another one that would be in there, maybe against Matt, right? Who knows? Last competitors, but the final member that has not been announced that I think will go in there. And right here, you guys, Bray Wyatt. You guys seen Bray Wyatt over there? He's ready. He's been ready to step back into the ring. He just needs some kind of storyline, right? Have him win I almost called it a Royal Rumble. Have him win the Battle Royale just to kind of be like, hey, you guys, look, I'm still here. I might have, been botching and losing so many matches before I left, but Bray Wyatt can still bring it to the WWE Universe. Right here, the Andre the Giant Memorial Champ, Bray Wyatt. A lot of angry ladies on social media, on Twitter, all of them were lighting it up. They were all upset that Charlotte was crowned the women's champion. And the whole reason, a good part of the reason was because when it comes to the Andre the Giant Women's Battle Royal, they really don't have much of a roster to throw in there. So the potential competitors that were originally supposed to go in there, for the actual SmackDown Women's title, Asuka was supposed to defend it, yada, yada. Now they've been thrown into this Battle Royale. Out of these right here, Mella, it's going to be either between Mella, and I know Alexa, she's going to be the host and whatnot, but I still see her being in there, just kind of throwing some kind of fists, some kind of kicks, somewhere to where she's like, you guys, don't forget about me. I might be a host. I might be doing a show on Raw, but I'm still very much an in-ring competitor. Sonya Deville as well. Dude, she's a pure savage, man. She needs to part ways. She needs to go and do her own thing and finally just stand out in this division right here. But it's going to be Naomi. I'm still going with Naomi. If you guys saw my action figure setup for the Mania, that's just one that really stood out from them all. She's kind of been the one to kind of carry, when there wasn't and Asuka, actually come to think of it, Asuka was gone for about a month or so. She was champion, gone for a month, but right here, got to go with Naomi. For the women's tag team titles, it's going to be the Iconics, Beth Phoenix and Natty right here as a team, and then Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. Now, you guys been watching, what's that called? Not Total Bellas. You know what? Brie Bella, they've been talking about a comeback. They're retired. They say they're done. But their whole idea, like all those years that they were wrestling in the company, they were throwing always the idea out there about having a tag team division. Because, you go back and you think about the women's division, and I know I'm getting sidetracked, but they're really the Bellas are really the only team that have stood together through it all, even though there was no titles, back then. So who knows? I think it would be cool, right? Out of all, I don't see the Iconics. I definitely don't see these two. And Beth Phoenix, we haven't seen enough of her to be like, oh man, I'm stoked to see her back in the ring. I think it's going to happen, man. I think Bayley and Sasha, they'll retain so they can, shut that mouth of the Bella Twins and go back to their show and be like, come back no more, please. But yes, Sasha Banks and Bayley will retain. Rollins is going into this one right here as a no-care attitude, and that's the attitude you got to have. When you're going in there versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, you just have to throw everything out the window. Any plan, strategy, idea that you thought you had to conquer a beast, no, you got to scratch it. You got to grab that piece of paper, crumble it all up, and throw it as far out the window as you can. Rollins knows that too. He told us that on Monday Night Raw. I mean, he got all dirty. Couple of low blows. He stood tall. He stood strong, holding that Universal title. He is going to burn Suplex City all the way down to the ground. I hope he does, man. I'm done. Paul Heyman, go in there with him. We don't even care anymore. Right here, this guy. 2018, 2019, all of his career, man. He's been waiting for this moment, and it's going to happen at WrestleMania. Rollins is going to go in there, and whether it's a dirty move or whatever the scenario may be, Rollins is going to do what he has to do to capture this belt. New Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. That's all Batista was saying. The guy sounded like a broken record. Batista, Triple H, right here. Is it no holds barred? It's a no holds barred, which means you can bring the sledgehammer, that you can actually use it. You won't get disqualified. Triple H, you might as well bring it. Batista, he'll probably bring the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is it. No, if Triple H does lose, this is for his career, man. He can't, compete in a ring anymore. Yeah, dude, come on. He's almost kind of part owner. I think once the old man finally croaks, he'll be the one calling the show. And, he's not going to stick to his word. Get out of here. When has Triple H ever stuck to his word? Here's the thing. Batista, he's gotten, Triple H has never picked the win over Batista. So I think what's going to happen, he says, dude, you want to do a match at Mania? Sure. You going to pay me a lot? Yeah. Can I finally beat you? Why not, bro? Pedigree. Triple H right here finally conquers the animal. So as we talked about, this is the first time that we're going to see the women main event the pay-per-view, but isn't it kind of intergender match? I feel like this match right here, it's kind of intergender. The man, right? Well, that's what she calls herself. It's not intergender. Get out of here. This is going to be for both titles. Raw for SmackDown. The man. Yep. That's who I'm going with. I'm going with the man right here. She's got to take that break. She's been crying. You see her emotions just rolling down her eyes, man. She misses home. She wants to go home. She wants to start a family. She wants to go do all the stuff that your average, housewife does. And then Charlotte over here, she just won this belt. She got so much heat for this, bro. She did. I think deep down inside, yeah, she's happy. She won the title, but she's kind of one of those, people that also kind of shows her feelings right there on the outside. So yeah, she's going to lose the belt. And the man right here, the one that everybody wants. I mean, dude, the universe right there, the WWE universe at Mania, they're going to be just chanting it throughout the entire match. And if she doesn't win this, just imagine what's going to end up happening. Just imagine the crowd just going over the barricade. They wouldn't do that. But what I'm saying here, easy. Yeah, there's too many reasons as to why these two won't retain their titles. Right here, that's it. That's the pay-per-view, you guys. Give me your thoughts as to who is going to pull out the upset, whether it's this match, whether it's the Universal title. I'm sure most of you will say Rollins. We're all done with Lesnar. WWE title or any of the other matches for that case. And are you excited? Or are you kind of feeling like Mania's feeling like, mediocre, whatever the case may be. Go all out, man. Let me know in the comments section. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.